Yes, you sent me a challenge. That challenge was to go to Hemel Hempstead today, Friday. I did that. Oh, wow, wow, wow. The BOLOs were there. We hit it and we hit it hard. Now, follow the rest of the video to see exactly what I picked up. And they are huge. Yes, car beautiful. So arrived here at Hemel Hempstead at Marlowe's shopping centre. I believe there's a few charity shops within the shopping centre and a few just outside in town, so let's go and have a look what we got. As mentioned, guys, entrance to the car park is there. We're going to go in this first charity shop here, which is called National Children's Air Ambulance. So yeah, we'll have a look in here and see what's in here. So yes, guys, girls non-binary in that first shop. We spent £5. Look at that. Look at that, beautiful. All right, let's head on. As we start to exit the shopping centre, here on the right hand side we have Sue Ryder, so we're going to jump in there. Everything £1, excluding brand new goods, furniture, electrical and furniture. Nice. Beautiful bag there, look at that. £1 vintage. 50 notes. That's a shame. Absolutely lovely. There you go, car beautiful. We've got another 3 items for £3. We're doing absolutely fantastic. Right, going on the Google Maps, there should be some charity shops out here somewhere. So I'm going to have a look. Oh, looks like one there, Willow by looks of things. So this is all new to me. So if my subscribers in the area, come and find me. Let's go share a cup of coffee and you can tell me where all the decent charity shops are, because I haven't got a Scooby-Doo. Right, car beautiful, there's nothing in that BHF. That's just more for furniture, etc, etc. I've been told that if I come up the ramp, turn right out of there, next to ice cream, that sounds about right. Oh, there you go. We have a National Animal Welfare Trust just in there, and possibly one over there, alternatives, maybe, I don't know. He said there's a few up there, so we'll have a look. Yeah, they're all kitted out now for Halloween. So let's have a look in here, see what's in here. We've got a lot to look through. Right. Nice schmuck combat. $8.95, not a bad price actually. They're about 20, 25. $1.95 each. We'll have to look into that one in a minute. Paw Patrol, they take a long time to sell, very generic. Have a look in there, see if there's any goodies in there hiding. There you go, and we've arrived. Yes, we have indeed. So, let's have a look in here. There you go, cancer research, 1 pair of trousers, rounded up to £5 from £4.75. You might bid for the society. Yeah, beautiful. So yeah, moleskin trousers, novified. Thank you very much. Okay, I have absolutely no idea the worth of these. These are pound puppies. I've seen other eBay resellers picking up, so I'm going to say gamble. I only want £5 for it. Lovely. Right, guys. So on the off chance, I just went into this shop behind me, which is actually called Alternatives. Just on the off chance, because they've got some baby products in there and like sale items. I wasn't too sure if it was a charity shop or not. I went in there and I did see a bag of plushies. So they look to be vintage, what's the company now? Pound Puppies. So I've been watching Ricky Resells. He's picked some up at a car boot before. So I think there's about 3 or 4 of them in a bag for £5. Is that about £1.20 each? Yeah, we'll take that. We'll have a look and see what they are online. But you can't go wrong for that price, right? They're worth more than £1 each, especially vintage. And there's the receipt, £5. In that shop there, beautiful. Well, Hemel Hempstead have certainly got a lot of charity shops. Next one, Keach House. Again, if there's anything worth videoing, I'll video, guys. If not, we'll just move on to the next one. But yep, could be in there a while because there's quite a bit in here. Very tempting, very tempting. However, stitching looks all right. Size 30, it's only £14. Plethora of labels. Let's see. Yes, car beautiful. We've got a few pickups so far. I think we've got another 2 or 3 charity shops left. Wasn't anything enticing in that last shop. Yes, they've done their research online, as you can expect. You know, they've got overheads to pay as well. All right, let's keep searching and let's keep the faith, right? So the car park's just over there. See where that tree is, guys? That's where we just came out from. Beautiful fountain. Just want to jump through that, right? So opposite Greg's now we've got Willow Foundation. So let's head on in there. I've got a good feeling. See what I see, guys. Yes, Brio. Nice. Let's have a look in there. Right, let's turn off the music in a minute, guys, because of copyright. Yeah. We're going to be looking in here at all the goodies. Fantastic. So guys, girls, non-binaries, I picked up 2 items in there. The Brio train set, which is the vintage wooden train tracks, because that's going to go with the collection I've got at home. So there's a couple of trains in there on their own, which are worth between £6 to £8. So yeah, that's going to definitely pay for itself anyway. An extra track is always a bonus when it comes to flipping that Brio online just before Christmas. The ones I picked up from Chorley Wood, if I'm not mistaken. And in there was a t-shirt, Cuba Sales, £3.50 paid. Well, literally that's going to go for about £13, so that then makes that item there free. So moving over from the charity shop behind us, we've got the Salvation Army. So we'll have a little peek and see what's in there. Flexibility to suit fun and friendship. Free well-being sport. Free online learning. That's beautiful. Love it. Blue fish. Very nice. Chicken price. 13 net. Oh, and the other side of town, but the bargains you got in here, I could be making the journey over more, that's for sure. Once again, without a shadow of a doubt, we came, we saw, we conquered. Look at that. Got a huge Callaway golf bag with some golf clubs in there. £15, that's a lot of money for a golf club bag, right? Also got a Crombie, yes, a Crombie of Scotland for £15. Get in. Last time I sold one of those was good for £90 before making these videos, guys, so very happy with that. And last time I bought in there was a t-shirt, which is I don't want the fish on it, but I can't remember. I'm so happy. Guys, I'm going to go head into the shopping centre now, see if I can find the car so we can get back home to Northwood. I'll catch you when we get back. I'll let you know what we bought and what the flips are going to be online. Catch you later. Thank you very much to my subscriber who actually set me today's challenge, which was go to Hemel Hempstead. Yes, out in the countryside in a very affluent part of town, yeah? Wow. To begin with, it was a little bit of a slow, steady, kind of like hare and tortoise. I was the tortoise, obviously, in that situation. Few little tiny pickups that kind of like keep the algorithm slowly flowing on the eBay and other platforms, right? However, the more we progressed, the better the items seemed to be. There was a couple of charity shops out there that were fully packed. However, the pricing structure, as you'd seen out there, was beyond beggars belief. For personal use, absolutely. You know, those items are there. They're there to be picked up for personal use. I'd have been more than happy to pay those sort of prices. However, to flip for a little bit of a profit, yep, not many of the shops out there allowed us to do that, but there were a few that did, and those that did have actually managed to let us hit the moon and back. Gonna take you to the moon and back if you be my baby. So, right, let's show you what I picked up from these charity shops and what we're gonna get flipped for them, yeah? That's the idea. And wow, how you doing? Now I can actually see you, right? So, very first one in Hemel Hempstead is called the Air Ambulance Children's Society. It is on the lower mall. As soon as you get to the car park, it's literally on the lower level. You know, you can't miss it. It come out of the car park stairwell and it's on your right hand side, yeah? So, picked up 2 items in there. First item I picked up was this lovely fleece. Don't forget it's coming to the autonomous season, yeah? So, it's a 16 size fleece, yep. Lovely. Very nice and warm. You know, you don't want anything in this season to be over warm, especially when you've got like fireworks night coming, Diwali, and all amazing Eid coming up, etc, and many festivities that are going to be outdoors. You don't want to be wrapped up too much and sweat. You just want a bit of comfort, a little bit of cooling, yeah? So, lovely fleece, size 16, you know, by Regatta, great outdoors. They don't command huge money, right? But we're looking to bring down the cost of the day, so subsequently we can get more profit, right? It's all in the business ethics. Paid £2 for that item there, yeah, £2. Happy to do that, guys, girls, non-binaries, because that should return approximately, and I say approximately now, about £15. Yes, we'll take it, right? The second item in there, now in my mindset is we're coming up to what's it, November time, isn't it? Yeah, the 11th day of the 11th hour, etc. Of the 11th month. Bear with me. I do apologise about this. The 11th month, the 11th day at the 11th hour, where we remember those, you know, that gave their lives, past and present, those that served and currently serving in all the forces. Yeah, say thank you very much for making the country what it is. Yeah, thank you. We are blessed and we are touched. Now, the item here is it's a blazer, obviously, yeah. However, the buttons on it really caught my attention. It's not really military as such. However, this particular person has obviously put navy buttons on there, right? It's a beautiful jacket, yeah, without shadow of a doubt. So, in there we have the model number by Supreme. It's what's it? Wool and cashmere. Yeah. Okay. It's made in England. It is what it is. I've got a tiny mark there. Well, I say mark, but that can be sewn up. No problem. Give me a needle and thread any day, guys. I used to be in the Scouts. I promised to do my best to do my duty to God and the Queen back then, etc. It was too many years ago. And the name of the company is Norton Townsend Limited, yeah? Again, for £3, a little bit of stitching work, which is going to be nothing, yeah? It's a nice big size, you know, military-wise. What am I going to command for that? About £30, believe it or not, yeah? £30. Lovely, jubbly. All screenshots will be there. Wonderful. So coming out of there, went into the precinct, followed it all the way round. So you come out of that come out of the car park. There on your right hand side is the ambulance charity shop. When you come out of there, hook a right all the way to the end, turn left, and on your right hand side, before you get to the main exit doors, you have another shop out there, and I believe it's called Sue Ryder. And everything was £1, yeah, unless it was brand new. Wow, that Pan Am bag. Wow, £50 asking price. It had tags. It was in beautiful condition. Was that a huge bolo just sitting there? Yeah, because it can go for £100 plus. You know, Pan Am obviously was bought out by another airline, and these particular messenger bags command big money. There are some big collectors of like travel wear, kind of like. You know what I'm saying. It's all good. So, in that shop there, I'm going to pause the video. I picked up 3 items. Those 3 items are 2 jumpers, 1 t-shirt. I did scout in that shop. I mean, it was a huge array of mishmash and lots of items in there. You know, if you're ever in the area, do check it out. You know, there were some quality items in there. But again, not not the kind of products we were looking to flip for a little bit more money, yeah? It's not about greed, it's about, you know, your time sourcing, it's about the right products and finding that bigger markup for profit, right? Yeah, anyway, not so generic, but, you know, it's coming up to that season. This one is a Kensington East Side. It's a quarter zip, double XL jumper, yeah? Pullover jumper. It's actually lined inside. Yep, whoops. Let's show you. So it's, say, fur lined, if you like, you know. Absolutely magnificent for the months forthcoming, yeah? £1 I paid for this, £1. I mean, what's the return on that? I mean, possibly 15, 18, possibly £20 for that. Previous solds coming in there for you guys, yeah? The next one in there, yeah, it's going to need my little debobbler. It's a great word, isn't it? Debobbler. Right, it's a lovely cardigan by the company, I need to look at the label, J. Hampton and Sons. Heavy knit wool mix. Look at that. Yeah, it is what it is. Not what it's not. Never going to be what it's never going to be. You know, someone's going to want that for Christmas. So yeah, in this cost of living crisis, guys, with the price of electric and gas, what it is, it's phenomenally through the roof, yeah? So we're going to be looking at flipping warmer clothes, yeah? You know, you can sit in the evening, watch your favourite TV programmes, a nice mug of Horlicks, cup of hot chocolate. Oh, hot chocolate with, what's that, squirty cream. Grab yourself one of them flakes and crumble that on top. Wow. So, yeah, it's a lovely knitted, heavy knit jumper. Yep, £1 paid. £1. You can't go wrong for that. £1. The flips on that, let's have a quick look at my list for you guys. Yeah, between 18 and 20 again, give or take, you know. Don't mind. Nice, nice, nice. And the final item in there for £1 was marked up at £5. Yep, was marked up at £5. However, Sue Ryder was saying everything was £1. Yeah. See up there, guys, it says Hemel Hempstead. Yeah, oops, sorry, I'm covering all the information. There you go, £3 for 3 items, yeah. And for the air ambulance, those 2 items, there's your receipt. I did show it on cam when I was out there in the field, yeah. 2 items for £5. I think I rounded up about 25, 50p for the charity in the shop. So this item here is only costing £1. I couldn't find any comps on it. I liked it. You know, look at that. It's a bright fluorescent kind of a pink t-shirt by Gildan, yeah. For £1, you're not going to leave it there on the shop floor, are you? Yep, I can't find any hits, so I think it's just like a promotional t-shirt. Yep, and it's double-sided as well. It's like a promotional t-shirt, maybe some sort of gin and tonic or something. It says Limaholics. So, I don't know. If any guys know out in the comment down below. But it's probably going to be a keeps for £1. Nice. You know, thank you very much. If I was to flip it, maybe $9.99. I don't know, but I think it's going to probably be a keeps on that one, yeah? So, from there, moved on to cancer research. And I picked up a pair of trousers in cancer research. And I paid a grand total of £4.75 in cancer research. There you go. Yep. Now, why would I pay that much for a pair of trousers? Excuse me. M&S. Medium to strong brand, yeah? However, moleskin, and they are actually Nova Fides, Nova Fides, or Nova Fides. Yep, a nice 38 size moleskin. Yeah, that's what you need to be looking out for. They don't even look as if they've had a belt round them, guys. Yeah, they look absolutely in minty fresh condition. How much do they command out on the field in the solds? Recently are coming in at £24 circa, yes. So you sent me a challenge. I'm halfway round this challenge, yeah, and I've still got more items to show you, and I'm already halfway to the moon, yeah. So I appreciate it. Hey, right, moving on. Hey, a new shop that I've not come across before. I've seen one in Watford, but I've never thought to go in there. And this one was in Hemel Hempstead. And it's more of, it is like a semi-charity shop, excuse me. But they seem to cater just for, like, new mums and toddlers, things like that. They've got a section where you've got, like, your baby formula making machines there. And then on the other side, you've got toys and things like that. And I come across a big Bolo, yeah. I didn't realise it until I've just checked the comps online. This bag here cost me a grand total of £5. The dog's trying to escape. I do apologise. The ticket's on there somewhere. It's there, and I've got the receipt, which I showed you when I came out the shop. Now, a big, huge shout out to Ricky Resell. Sorry for putting my back to you for a minute. I'm just pulling these toys out of the bag, yeah? Never underestimate vintage toys, yeah? Because these are in a beautiful, beautiful condition, yeah? Now, what year do you think these were made? Yeah? 19, if I'm not mistaken, 84. Or circa to 1984. The ticket will be on that side there, give or take. You might not be able to see it. For £5, I've got one. I got two. I got three. Yeah? And a large, large pound puppy dog. Dogs, plural. Plural. Yeah? These pound puppy dogs from 1984. I showed you the ticket on that one. Will this one come up a bit easier to see? I think it might because it's a different colour. Yeah? Yes, it will. There you go. If I flip that round a bit. How's that? 1984. Pound puppies. Vintage. I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. I just had to sneeze. I do apologise. These are vintage items. Yeah, vintage. What are we looking at? So these are vintage 1984 pound puppies. So if they're made in 1984, that makes them 40 years and above in the years, right? 40 years to look at. Would you say that looked like 40 years old? I would have said that had just come off the press this morning. Yeah? So what do these dogs command? Well, I'm looking at approximately £15 sold online as we speak, yeah? Approximately. £15 sold, approximately. £15 sold, approximately. £20 to £30 sold, approximately. So we've done phenomenally well in that shop there. That one alone is going to return £70. You're going to still set me these challenges and think that I can't find bolos out there? Yes, I can, and it got better than that. Went into the next charity shop further down, and I picked up 2 items in there, yeah? So I spent about £10 in there all told, or maybe £11 and a little bit, yeah? I do apologise. First item that caught my attention was beautiful, beautiful t-shirt. It's a nice XL. I like it. I'd wear it for £3.75. I think the ticket price is, yep. £3.50. I do apologise. Cuba Sales X Series. I know this brand because I managed to pick up a gilet, really thick gilet, you know, in Featherdown, in one of the charity shops in Ruislip about, 7 months ago prior to doing these videos, and I flipped that for 50. Yeah, and I only paid £5. Yeah, so I know the brand is very, very strong. Yeah, it's got a little hit on the back. It's got lovely, lovely hit. There, look at that. It's beautiful, right? Absolutely beautiful. You could wear it all year round. Yeah? It's got a little, the X Series is on the side there, which commands a little bit more than the regular. What's the average on these? You're looking at a return of approximately on this t-shirt of, where am I? I've lost it. I can't find it. That's why, because it's on the other side of the paperwork. So, in the Willow t-shirt, In the Willow, I paid £3.50. That's going to return £15. Yes? There's my receipt for the Willow. There you go, guys, girls, non-binaries. Thank you very much. So what did I pay near enough £8 for? Simple. I haven't listed all that brio, believe it or not, because it's such a pain. Yeah, I should get round to it, but I'll probably do it just before Christmas because that is when it's going to really, really sell, isn't it? Now, £8 for this bag of brio, yeah? Now, I'm quite happy to do that because I can add it to my existing set. Yeah, and it'll increase that by another £15 easy. Yeah, the added bonus is I've got trains in there. Yeah, you see that? I've got trains. I've got a few trees in there. I've got part of a building in there. I've got another train there. Yeah, so all in all, this is going to go to one side. The trains I'll probably take out, sell them separate. One train, I'm looking at approximately £15. Thomas the Tank Engine, yeah? There you go. It looks like a Christmassy one to me. Oh my gosh. If I had... If I had the trailer to this, the Christmas one, yeah? Someone's selling the Christmas one online for about £50. Wow. So that there will do well on its own, being Christmas as well. Thank you very much. So look out for Brio. Get your collections together. You can command huge prices. In the past, I've sold, was it about 9 kilos worth of just track for about £55–60, and another one very similar for about £45. So for a bit of wood from a tree, Bolo. Be on the lookout, guys. Girls, non-binaries, yeah? So we've done that. And then the last one is the complete icing on the cake. It is the honey on your pancakes. And I tell you why, the last shop has absolutely blown us away. That's right. When you see what I pick up in there, as soon as I went in there, Salvation Army. As soon as I got in there, there's a massive, I don't know, you know, like a bargain bucket sort of thing, you know. It was like about 3 meters by 2 meters wide. Bit of exaggeration. However, every item in there was 50p. There was a couple of people there already sifting through it. I mean, it was mountainous. It was mountainous. It was coming up to about my chest. Yeah, to give that a context, I'm about 5'10", 5'11", yeah? So 4 foot of just mounds of clothes, and every item was 50p. I started sifting through it. There were other people there having a route about, and I went, you know, I'll probably come back to this a little bit later. Am I glad I did, right? Because what happened next was absolutely amazing. I went through the coat section and scanned them. I would say scan, I was pulling them across, looking for them big names. And in the beady corner of my eye, hidden in the corner, yes, was this item here. Those of you that know, you know. Callaway Golf leather bag with clubs in it. Yeah? Look at that. It's the Big Bertha bag made of leather. Yes, it's dusty. Ugh. How much did I pay for that with all these clubs? £15. I'll show you the ticket price there. I should have a receipt. And they do an actual loyalty scheme, you know, which is really good. Whenever you donate clothes, they give you money. So there you go. It's £15 on the ticket, including all those clubs there. They are not Callaway golf clubs. However, they are still strong contenders. I have a full set of irons, which are the Bear Jack Nicklaus. Yeah? Now, these clubs in particular, you watch me accidentally break my window now. Yeah? Let's come in there, guys. Yeah? Yeah? 4! Look at that. Look at that. Tiger Woods, eat your heart out. Right. Patrick Harrington, bring it on. I've got a full set of clubs in there. I've got a putter in there. I've got all the irons. Beautiful. Happy days. The bag on its own. I remember I paid 15 for all this. The bag on its own, yeah? It's just going to blow you away, the amount this is worth here, yeah? The bag on its own is £55. So we're £40 in profit before we've even finished. Started, more to the point, yeah? The irons, apart from this one, and which one is it? That one. McGregor. Where are you, McGregor? Yeah? So, out of these, the MX and the Galaxy, yeah? The Rick's putter, yeah? Last sold on just the putter, £15, yeah? Bear with me. Oops. I've got 3 McGregor irons there, yeah? MX. I could be looking at £20 to £25 just for the irons. That's 25. That's plus 50. Was that was 15, 25, 30. That's £40 just in clubs. Yeah. Then I've got a full set of clubs here. Yeah. These are the Bear by Nicholas. Yeah. The solds online for just these clubs, these irons, yeah? The last sold on those were, you ready? £50. So we got 50 for those irons. We got 50 for the bag. We got 25 for the other 3 irons. And we got 15 for the Galaxy. And you said to me, I bet you can't find anything in Hemel. Well, I have, but it gets better still. It certainly does. So look at the return on just that item there. Get in. I'm loving it. Right, so also in that same shop, the Salvation Army. Yep. And also, what else he was mentioned about a loyalty scheme where the more you buy in there, you get like a stamped, you know, that loyalty scheme sort of thing that all your coffee outlets and Wenzel's do, you know? So every time you spend over a certain amount, I think it's over £5, something like that, you get a stamp on your ticket. And when you collect 6 stamps, you get £5 off whatever's in the shop. Hello, happy days. Right, also in there, lovely t-shirt, look at that. Bit of Peaky Blinders, Peaky Flounders, yeah? By Weirdfish, I think it is, off the top of my head. Again, Ricky Resells educated me on this one, so thank you very much. Extra large, nice extra large size. £3 and a bit paid for this, I believe, but only because I was reducing the cost of the other 2 items that I bought in there. So the golf clubs, yeah? So £3.75, yeah? So minus what I can get, which is £15. Minus, so that now makes the bag free. So whatever the bag and the clubs sell for is now pure profit. See the business ethics here, girls, guys, non-binaries, yes? So fantastic. And the creme de la creme when it comes to items of clothing is the next item I'm about to show you. It's very rare that you're going to find these items out in the wild now. They are vintage items, yep. The commanded when they're brand new is about $350 to $500 or thereabouts, yeah? That's how much they command brand new. Second hand, the market is still extremely strong. So be on the lookout for this next bolo, yeah? Again, it's very, very rare you're going to find these out in the field. The last one I found was for about £20 back in 9 months ago in a Pinner charity shop. More than happy to pay that, and I got a 3 figures for it, yeah? So what is this item, I hear you ask? Well, let's just grab this one. It's not my size, which is a shame, you know, but this is a beautiful item. Now you're going to go back, you're going to think of the craze, yeah? You're going to think of London. You're going to think of old England, yeah? This, ladies, gents, non-binaries, is a full length, yep, so it goes down to my ankles, yeah? This item here is one that you certainly need to have your eyes open for when you see it on the field. Make sure it's got no rips, no tears. Make sure it's in beautiful condition, which this is. This just needs a little bit of sellotape just to get some dog hairs off or something. I'm more than happy to do that. That's not a big deal for me. I have managed to find today in Hemel Hempstead one item that I paid £15 for. Yes, £15 for this item. I managed to find a nice vintage Crombie. Get in. Yes, yes, yes. That pen mark there, easy. Nail polish remover gets all pen marks off 99% of items. It is a vintage Crombie. Yes, for 15 beautiful pounds. It's full length. Yeah, it is beautiful. It's pure new wool. There it is. It's pure new wool. It's made in Scotland. It's got the original tags in there as well. It's a size 40R. It's got all your necessary documentation in there. It doesn't need too much because this item is made of silk on the inlay. And I do believe there's a print in there which the camera can't pick up at the moment. But it's got the actual Abercrombie, what am I talking about? Just the Crombie logos in the lining. Guys, this is certainly one item you need to keep your eyes open for. I don't know how you've missed this, but that is one of the first items I saw when I went into this Salvation Army, which was the last shop. I didn't start my journey for Hemel Hempstead. I didn't get there till good for just after midday. I'd done all the other shops and I went into the Salvation Army about 3 o'clock, and that was at the back of the shop near the golf clubs. I won't hasten to it, in the men's section, and it was sat there, and I knew from a distance that this style of jacket, especially the seasons that are forthcoming, is one that I need to do a lot of study on. And as soon as I saw that name Crombie in there, I grabbed it and I put it on my arm. No one was going to part me with that jacket at that price point. The right place at the right time for the right price point, because that jacket, which I paid £15 for, and I do believe the label's down there. Sorry, I didn't show you that, right? So that label there says £15, yeah? Just that one there. Price, £15. The last sold on this particular model, this brand, Crombie, from Scotland. Yes, £105. Yes, if I can find these products in the field, you can as well. They are there. You come round with me to these charity shops. I've shown you on camera that these items are physically in these stores. Be on the lookout. Bolo, bolo, bolo. I can scream it from the top of my head, you know. This is a journey with challenges from you guys, and you've sent me these challenges to find such products out in the field. I gladly took that on. Don't get me wrong. At the beginning, I thought to myself, oh, you know, it's Friday. Maybe people have already picked me to the post. You know, this is the possibility, especially the challenger that is one of my subscribers. I thought, you know, is he going to be cheeky and get out there this morning and pick all those bolos out? Possibly. However, my friend, next time I go down there, I'm going to let you know. We'll meet up. We'll have a coffee together and a cake. We'll go around these shops together, because there's probably more charity shops down there that I didn't manage to find, where you has got the inside knowledge because you seem to be from that area. Accept my invitation. Please, my friend. Yep, we'll go around together and we'll find these bolos and share them between us. How's that? Is that a deal? Is that a deal? I'm sure it is. Great. Happy days. More importantly, what have we bought these items for, and how much are we going to flip them for is the most important question I hear you ask. I know this video's gone on, but as you can see, the products that have been purchased were well worth waiting for, weren't they? Yes? Right. Let's have a look. I need to flip over my paperwork here because I write down everything, because I get all the details of what the items are before I put them on the screenshots on there. Today, yes, today, the budget spent today was a grand total of £61, which is a lot in the grand scheme of things. There he goes again. In the grand scheme of things, that is a lot of money. I know that, guys. But like I said, if it wasn't for... This video's going out on Saturday, so if it wasn't for the pre-weekend sales, I would have lowered my budget, honestly speaking, yeah? However, because I've got those huge sales coming in for the weekend, which you've already seen, right? Yes? If not, you can always go back and watch the video in your own leisure, yeah? So, with those pre-weekend sales, I managed to have a budget of £61 spent out in Hemmoor, Hempstead, out in the sticks, out in the field, not in my jurisdiction. This was a 40-minute drive from my house. I am willing to try new things, to go new places, especially when I get subscribers that challenge me. You know, I'm up for it, yeah? I enjoy them, yeah? Because it's a challenge that I always take personally, because if someone's asked me to do such a thing, I am blessed because they've been thinking of me in one sense. So thank you very much, my friend. Yeah. So £61. Get to the point, John. Stop blabbering on unintentionally. I do apologise. I know I go on in these videos, but it's going to be well worth it. All these products I've given you today and yesterday and the day before, these are all now products that should be now in your memory bank. Yeah. So you know when you're in said charity shops, yeah, you should know by now, where have I heard that from? And as soon as you get that feeling, where have I heard that name before? The chances are because I've mentioned it to you or other resellers on other videos, yeah? So go with that instinct, that gut feeling, because your inner instinct rarely lets you down, right? That's so true. So, £61 spent out in Hemmoor, Hempstead today. Yes, and that's going to return us a grand total of Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to leave a comment down there, hit that notification bell so you know exactly when we're going live. Yes, the car boot sales are on tomorrow. You're expecting me to then to say the grand sales were X amount of money, but I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to keep you holding on. Yeah, £61. Yeah, £61 is going to flip for £462. Thank you. Blessed. I am so blessed. Thank you so much to the deities above, to the path of life that is bestowed upon me. I can't hasten to add how blessed I have been. Honestly, I've been very fortunate. I can't emphasize enough that yes, I've been in the right place at the right time, and the price point has been amazing for us, yeah? It's just been a whirlwind. It really has. So I had a couple of challenges a couple of days ago, and I was out in Aylesbury. Yes, Aylesbury, not Chorleywood, which I kept saying on the camera. It was actually Aylesbury, yeah? And we found some big hitters out there, that neck of the woods as well. So if I can do this on my journey, yeah, you certainly can as well. And I hope and sincerely pray that you find some big hitters out there as well, because they're out there. You know, they're hidden, often hidden in the last place you'd expect to find them. Yeah? On that note, I'm going to love and leave you. The weather is fantastic. This is obviously being recorded on Friday when I come back from said Hemel Hempstead. So this video will then go out tomorrow, Saturday. I would have already done the car boots on Saturday. However, what are them car boots going to return? Who knows? But I got a good feeling. I got a feeling that tomorrow's gonna be a good day. Don't give up the day job, John. Right, guys, girls, non-binaries, thank you very much for getting this far. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. Yes, the weekend is now upon you. Sit down with a nice cup of tea. Dunk your biscuits in said tea. What's your favourite brand of biscuit? What's the ones that are hardy, that don't seem to sup up that tea? Do you leave it to do you challenge yourself? Do you leave it to the very last moment before it breaks and just dip it in there? Hobnobs, they're the army of the biscuits. Rich tea? Guys, I'm just going on and on. Right, have yourself a great weekend. Let me know what you're getting up to in the comments down below. Thank you very much. Take good care of yourself, especially those around you. You know, your social circle is what makes you the wonderful person you are. Don't forget that, yeah? Have yourself a magnificent weekend. You truly deserve it. And I mean that with all sincerity. See you later.